Though, and I don't understand this, Mario, and I don't think you do either from talking to you a while ago, but if you do, that's great. If you don't, that's fine, because I don't either. But the only team at this point to have secured their playoff spot is, did I say San Francisco?
No, you said Houston. No, you said New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah.
New Orleans.
They're the only team that have secured a playoff spot.
Yeah, this makes sense.
Green Bay, San Fran, New Orleans, and Houston have all won their divisions.
Nolans. Yeah.
But only the Saints have a playoff spot.
How is Green Bay undefeated and yet they don't have a playoff spot?
Exactly.
That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I don't understand that. I mean,
it's kind of
I'm not sure how that works, but either way, they'll be fine. We talked about the Eagles. We did not mention the Kansas City Chiefs New York Jets game.
No, we did not.
Now, we mentioned Miami and Philadelphia earlier.
Right.
And the Eagles got Sperano fired, so to speak.
Yeah.
Your Jets got Haley fired, too.
Yes, they did.
2 coaches.
Yes, they did. See ya.
So how about that Jets game, huh? Pretty
how about
dominant
that
affair.
Yeah, especially for Sean Green, who's pretty much had a lackluster season. If you could even, I mean, that's like almost too good of a season to call what he's had so far. But I mean, 129 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's a good day for him, man. Good day. It's good to see the rushing game. I mean, because they're a run and gun team. That's what they are. Because they don't have a quarterback that's good enough to be a pass heavy team. But yeah, it's just nice. It was nice to see that ball actually start rolling.
Wasn't it a dominant win because the Chiefs shot themselves in the foot so many times?
Yeah.
They had a terrible day.
Yeah.
Which is why Haley got fired. But they had 11 penalties for 128 yards. I believe 9 on one drive.
Wow.
One drive.
Wow. Not to mention 4 total yards in the first half.
What?
4 yards?
That's really a
4
holy shit.
Actually, you know what? That pisses me off.
That's holy shit. That pisses me off.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit, that pisses me off. 4 yards in a first half. 30 minutes of football and you can't get more than 4 yards? My gosh. I walk probably 12 miles a day around this warehouse that we work in.
It's still a terrible knucklehead.
Terrible knucklehead.
Yeah, so the next weekend, this Sunday, when we go to the Chiefs game against the Packers, Romeo Crennel will be at the helm.
Yeah.
They're going to expect a different showing than what they've been getting lately.
I hope it is. It'd be nice to see a competitive game.
Here's the thing.
On the edge of your seat.
If I were the coach, they got Crennel in there as the interim. They're going to try to bring a new game Sunday.
Right.
The Packers are rolling 13-0.
Right.
It's just the Chiefs.
Right.
No big deal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could happen.
It could.
It shouldn't. But it could.
It could.
I hope not.
At what point do we see Kyle Orton in the Chiefs uniform?
He came in and got hurt, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have to edit that
That's
out.
what CT was pissed about last week, about how he comes in for one play.
Oh, yeah.
$4 million.
Yeah.
I think $2.6 or $8 million is what he's getting from the Chiefs this year.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back to the Patriots-Redskins game. Let's go over the stats right quick. I didn't do that a while ago. So
okay.
I'll put that in right quick. Because it was kind of a shootout.
Yeah.
Overall. They really shouldn't have been that close. Brady, 22 of 37. 357 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Of course, Gronkowski has a big day.
Right.
2 touchdowns. 160 yards for Gronkowski. The Redskins had 170 yards rushing on the Patriots. Grossman was 19 of 32. 252 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 pick.
Yeah.
So not. By the way, they had the Army-Navy side of the end zones in. Because Saturday they had the Army-Navy game there.
Yeah. And
they kept the end zones that way for the game. And they would get all kind of tweets about it. Like, what's going on in the end zones? the Redskins are trying to pay tribute to the armed forces, so
That's
they
cool.
left them in there. By the way,
Yeah.
so don't worry about it. Why you even tweet about that? You're watching. You know what happened. Just watch the damn game.
Why are you getting your panties all in a bunch?
Yeah.
Giving yourself,
Standing your crotch.
right. Giving yourself a Freggie for nothing.
Get over it. All right, let's talk playoffs now.
Yes.
AFC division leaders, pretty much the same. Houston, Baltimore, New England, and Denver.
Mhm.
Denver Broncos, the 10
Right.
T-Bows.
The Denver
At
T-Bows.
8-5.
Yeah.
Everyone else is 10-3.
Oh.
But here's the thing: Pittsburgh is also 10-3, and they're in the wild card race.
Wow.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see how that plays out at the last few games of 3 weeks of the season.
What do they take? 2 wild cards per? Is it 2 for?
Yeah, because
each?
right now
Yeah.
Pittsburgh and the Jets are the wild cards for the AFC
Right.
as it stands, and Atlanta and Detroit over in the NFC.
Okay.
And then in the hunt is a gaggle of 7 and 6 teams: Tennessee, Cincy, and Oakland.
A gaggle.
A gaggle.
That was good word choice. Oh man.
The Chargers are at 6 and 7. Very
Yeah.
disappointing season for them, by the way.
Yeah. Terrible.
But still dangerous, as you can see.
And they just beat ass against. Why am I having a brain fart? Who did they beat ass against?
Let me tell you, they played the Buffalo Bills.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
In Green Bay, the Green Bay division.
The Green Bay division.
In the NFC, you got Green Bay at 13-0, San Fran and Saints at 10-3, and the Giants at 7-6, tied with Dallas.
Right.
But the Giants own the tiebreaker
Okay.
there, and they'll meet again last week of the season. So I'd say Giants. Wild card over there, Atlanta and Detroit at 8-5. Here's what I want to talk about. In the hunt in the NFC is Chicago at 7-6.
Right.
They're going nowhere.
Right.
Dallas 7-6. They're
Yeah.
they're in a boat with no paddles.
Right.
Arizona 6-7, dangerous. Seattle 5-7, playing the Rams tonight, dangerous. Philadelphia 5-8.
Nah.
You never know
Yeah.
what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be the same race with the AFC. Is probably the most entertaining division right now as far as the closeness of it.
Right.
With Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cincy is still a threat, but they didn't play well lately.
Yeah.
They were doing so good. Kind of like Baltimore. I mean, not kind of like Buffalo and Detroit. Do you know how to handle winning?
Right. Yeah.
Not
Exactly.
so much.
Exactly.
So we'll see how that goes. But Tennessee is a danger over there.
Tennessee.
Even with Jake Locker at quarterback,
They're
it's not bad.
No, he
Pretty
had
good.
it. He, for what was it, for 3 quarters, he did very well.
2.5.
Yeah. Very well. You put up 282 in 2.5 quarters. That's a good day.
Pittsburgh 10-3 though as a wild card. I mean,
Yeah.
because Baltimore's also 10-3. So that division's kind of tied up.
Right.
It's gonna be, Oakland I don't see doing much in the AFC. So
Right.
it's pretty much Cincinnati and Tennessee over there trying to catch up to the wild card bunch. But Pittsburgh's not gonna let that happen. I don't see Pittsburgh. They might not even lose again.
I mean, I don't even know if Cincy can really hang with,
Right now they can't,
no, they can't.
but next year they will.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much Pittsburgh, Baltimore over there for that little race.
Yeah.
But like I said, New England is allowing a lot of points on defense, and that's going to be a problem. And we'll see what they do with Tebow next week.
Right.
I'm very interested in that matchup.
That's a game I want to watch.
Yeah, I want to see interviews. I want to see behind the scenes. I want to see what are they doing over there to prepare for Tebow.
Right.
Because how do you prepare for Tebow?
Right.
Houston. I'm not sure what their remaining schedule is, but they're at 10-3. They're playing good football, and they've locked up their division. They'll be there.
Right.
So the AFC, do you have a pick over there?
As far as who I think the AFC Championship, the AFC Championship should be.
Who would the 2 teams playing for?
2 teams playing for the AFC Championship. Well, it breaks my heart to say it, but I don't think that the New York Jets are going to be there. I think...
They're still in it, but they have to win out to get there.
Right. I think that it's going to end up being a Baltimore, New England, as far as AFC, or it's going to be... Man, I would love to see a Pittsburgh Baltimore AFC Championship.
Well, it's
With
not
the division
impossible.
rivalry, yeah, it's not. And with the division rivalry, oh my gosh, that would be monumental.
I think the
Monumental.
AFC. Here's what I think: the AFC is a harder conference to pick right now.
Yeah.
They have the best battle going on, but I think in the end it won't matter. It's going to be an NFC Super Bowl.
Yeah.
with the Packers. It's just,
Right. They're gonna repeat.
I think so.
Yeah.
So, but their challengers will be the Saints and maybe the Giants.
Right.
I don't really see anybody else put much. Atlanta could, but I doubt they have the
could.
firepower to withhold that through the playoffs.
Right.
I think they'd fizzle out. So
Yeah.
I think it's a 2-horse race: Green Bay, New Orleans over the NFC.
I think that Atlanta's just too beatable.
They are.
They've shown that at least this season.
But then again, you got Arizona and Seattle.
Right.
They're dangerous. That wild card weekend. I love wild card weekend, by the way,
Yeah.
because we've seen some of the wild card people go all the way through.
Right.
Like the Cardinals did it.
Yeah.
Went all the way through.
Packers.
Yeah, I mean AFC though, New England, Houston, Baltimore, Pittsburgh. That's who you got to look. And Houston, Baltimore, New England, Pittsburgh. It's 4 strong teams over there, and then you got Denver. I just don't. I love Tim Tebow.
Mm-hmm.
I love what he's doing, but I think when push comes to shove, it won't be enough
Yeah.
because you can't do this fourth quarter overtime
No.
thriller in the playoffs.
Right.
You're gonna get sunk like a battleship. So the question is, can Houston beat New England? Can Houston beat Baltimore? Can Houston beat Pittsburgh? New England, they're a strong offensive team. Defense, not so much. They've looked very beatable this year,
Yeah.
and some of their wins have been very close. So
Well, I would say, my personal opinion, with as much, I mean, even though he's my holy shit moment and we praise him, he's our player of the week, with TJ Yates, I don't think they can beat those teams in the playoffs. With Matt Schaub, I think it's a little bit of a different story. He's a little bit more seasoned. I mean, granted, he's never been in the playoffs. This is new to all of them. But it's, I just don't see.
well, I mean, do you think that home field advantage is going to come into play, like the Packers with Jennings being hurt?
Yeah.
If they secure home field and a bye week, that buys him more time to come back.
True.
And a little bit of an easier ride. Lambeau is a tough place to play.
Yeah.
And the Packers, their attitude is big anywhere, but especially at Lambeau.
Yeah. The shitty part about the Texans, though, and I didn't mean to interrupt you, the shitty part about the Texans, though, is like, even if they get the bye week, Schaub's out.
No, he's not going to come back. But here's the thing. Houston is a balanced team.
Yeah.
They have 2 good running backs. They have, even without Johnson, they've still done well
They're still
without
winning.
him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, without their quarterback, they plug in where they can plug in at. So Houston is going to be a factor, and they're going to go a couple rounds in the playoffs, I think. It's just that Baltimore, Pittsburgh, New England, Houston.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on a limb and say that the Patriots just might not be there at the end.
Yeah.
There's some strong-ass competition over there.
It's true.
I don't see the Packers getting too much of a fight from anybody.
No.
If they do, they'll win it. The Muhammad Ali's of the NFC.
Yeah.
Duke it out. Get it done. Yeah? So we have 3 weeks left, and 2.
2 weeks.
This was the one of 3.
Well, 3, because there's 17 weeks in.
Is it 17? Oh, because of the bye week.
Yeah,
So there is
because
3
of
weeks
bye
left.
weeks,
That's
yeah.
what I thought. That's what I said earlier. Playoffs coming up, but what? This weekend.
Yeah.
Pigskin Holiday will cover the Chiefs Packers game live from Arrowhead, and we'll go through the scores around the league. So pretty much our first half. Next week will be live from Arrowhead Stadium. We don't know.
Cold as hell and the thick as shit.
Quit going to games in December is what I keep telling myself.
Yeah.
Go to October, November games in Arrowhead. But it'll be great. It'll be a fantastic time. It's going to be one of our best shows of the year. It's going to
Super happy fun time.
Yes, super happy fun time.
Super happy fun time. Super happy fun time.
It will begin our playoff coverage and the postseason here at the Holiday in the Pigsty,
Mm-hmm.
which will move to your house.
Right.
The Super Bowl.
Shit, yeah.
It's going to get crazy up in here.
Mm-hmm.
Church. Awesome. Peace out.